preparing to live stream the meeting. Play by play. Okay. I got it. We're live. So we got Terry, me. Hey, Arlene's joining us. Hello. Alrighty. So we are on section 2, which is reading the horoscope. And then we had to get our birth chart out. So I did my little birth chart thing. And then, of course, it tells you, like, you get the natal chart report thing. Actually, I think I'm going to share my screen so everybody can see it. Maybe that'll work better. All right. Entire screen. Share. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this, but here's the chart. Excuse my ass ton of windows. But this is the neonatal chart. When you put in your birth date, your time, and your location, this is what pops up. And you get this big, long, ridiculous. Can everybody see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is where I'm at. So I've got my first name, my last name. I don't even know if I should have done my, I don't even think it matters with your actual last name. But my location of birth, the state I was born in, the date, and the time. Okay. So then it gives you the planet positions, ascendants, and houses, which is on this chart right here. I don't know who just texted me. Hold on. Oh, okay. That was irrelevant. So anyway, so you've got the zodiac tropical, and then the Pleiades orb. In the reading, did that come up? The Pleiades orb. Did I miss that?
It talks about it. One, it says the name, but that's it. That it produced one.
It doesn't elaborate. Okay. So I have no idea what any of these things mean. I'm still trying to figure all that out. I'm sure you guys are too. And then the aspects are here. And then it tells you what the planetary aspects are. This must be all the symbols and the math that guy was doing in the first section.
Yes.
Okay. And then we have the parts of the fortune and the south node. I know that on my page, chapter 4 on page 50 in my book was the fortunes. Okay, so this tells you.
Far.
No, we didn't go that far. I thought we were reading section 3.
Yeah.
Or am I lost? That's in section 3, isn't it?
The fortunes? No.
Yeah. Yeah, section 3 goes from page 37 to 68.
Section 3 goes from page 24 to 42.
Right, so it would be so that one has chapter 1, then it's chapter 2, the Constitution, chapter 3 is health, and then chapter 4 is the character, and then chapter 5 is accidents, and then chapter 6, because I'm stupid, is the fortunes.
Okay.
And then you have chapter 7 is the positions. Then you have occupation.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's page 31 in the hard copy.
Yeah, page 31.
Yeah, I don't have like my book is a little smaller than your guys's, so.
I know. I was just saying for us.
Okay. I can't even compare numbers with you guys because I'm like way pages ahead of you. At the same time, which is weird. So it says, so this is parts of the fortune in the south node. Then it has this natal chart report, the birth chart, the sun, and it explains all that fun shit, right? Then you have your moon, and then it tells you what your rising. I think that's the moon rising, right? Or is that something totally different? I don't know. So it's this really long thing, and then at the very bottom you have this chart. You guys all got your chart here?
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't understand how in the fuck they get this reading from this fucking chart at all. So, like I told you guys before, I'm not going to be able to lead this for diddly squat because I don't have a clue how that all works. So, I guess let's go through this one section at a time. So, personal appearance. So this says that it has the following elements, which is your rising sun. That's going to be your sun sign. Mine's a Leo. What is your guys's?
I'm a Gemini.
Okay. So Leo, Gemini, Dolores, what are you?
It says the sun in Scorpio.
So you're Scorpio. And then Cassie?
Did you say sun or rising?
Your sun sign.
Sun?
Your sun sign. Your rising sun. Whatever. What is rising sun? What's the difference between rising sun and sun sign? My fucking. Do we know the difference between the two?
Your sun sign is your normal zodiac, right? And then you have
Right.
your moon sign, and then you have your rising sign, which is your ascendant.
Oh,
Yes.
how do I know that?
Mine is saying that the sun is what determines your ego, identity, and the role in life.
Yes.
Well, how do I know what my rising? Where the hell is that? Sorry, guys. All right. So, how do I know what my ascending signs are?
Look on your Placidus. On your Placidus, it'll tell you.
Okay. So that okay. So the first one is the zodiac tropicals, your normal sign, and then the ASC stands for ascending.
Is your ascending. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I would be Virgo. My rising sign would be
Leo.
Virgo.
My
Okay.
ascending is Leo.
How weird. All right. So my sun sign is a Leo. My ascending is a Virgo. Okay. My moon tropical sign is a Scorpio, but my ascending is a Virgo. Well, damn. Okay.
My moon is Scorpio too.
Okay. So this is the rising sun, and then the sign occupied by its ruler. Do we know what that means? How do we figure that out? We're all drawing a blank. It's going to be that kind of day. I mean, chime in if you know anything, because I'm like, blah. Planet is the rising sun. Okay, those planets in the exact aspect to the rising degree. Okay, I'm lost. Are you guys lost? Because I'm lost.
Very.
So I'm not sure how this is supposed to help us. So personal appearance, it goes over the next couple of, or probably on the same page as you guys. It says you have your typical forms, which are Aries, all your different forms. That tells you about your personal appearance. Okay, so Aries is slender, I don't even know if this is accurate, to be honest with you, because in today's world, I am not very tall as a Leo. I don't know about you. It says tall, well-developed, and upright figure, curling or wavy hair. I do have wavy hair, just a little bit. Florid, What does florid mean? Do we know what that word means? Look it up.
I'm on it. Having a red or flushed complexion.
Do I have a flushed complexion?
Every now and then.
Okay, well, I don't have gray eyes. Mine are green. So how does that work? I think genetics kind of plays a part in this too. So I'm not exactly sure if all of this is 100% accurate. Okay, Cassie sent me this, how to find your chart ruler. Are you like on the web, like over there searching shit, Cassie?
I was trying to Google it on the 2 different astrology sites that Christina and I were using.
Yeah.
So that's bare now. And one of them had that listed under all that nonsense down at the bottom.
So,
Okay.
So these are just the ones that rule. Well, I already knew that Leo. Okay, so if I'm a Virgo, then Mercury would rule my rising sign. Okay.
You can just let them out.
I don't understand this. It says it is to be observed that pure types are seldom met with, but when a planet rises in its own sign, it may be regarded as astrologically pure. If at the same time no planet is in close aspect to the rising degree, there remains, however, the fact of hereditary. Didn't I just say that? Like there's genes somewhere in this. Which will always operate towards the production of the family type so that it becomes a matter of great experience and skill to correctly depict a person from the horoscope alone. It is, in fact, however, that astrologers learn to recognize the various zodiac types with great facility. Then we're going to talk about King George. It is of the Aries type, blended with that of the Leo, in which Mars is posted. Neptune is rising, and the king early espoused. Is it?
Espoused.
Okay.
He had the naval profession. He was in the Navy.
Why the fuck did they just put he had?
Because this is written in an older version of English.
Yeah, but many of the king's portraits reflect the drowsy look particular to the planet Neptune. Okay. Then we get into the Constitution. So why is this? So if you went to your birth chart, it says under planets, positions, and ascendants and houses, excuse me. The following table shows the position of the planets in your chart by sign and degree. You will also find the sign of your ascendant and the sign of your cusp. Okay, where's the cusp? Where's that? Where's the cusp? Is that underneath? On the bottom? Or fuck, I don't know.
I don't know.
Of each house in your natal chart, only if the birth time is known. So if you didn't have your birth time, then you wouldn't have that. The Roman numerals refer to the houses. That's good to know. Where the ascendant is also, I'm reading off of the birth chart, guys. I'm not reading out of the book. The Roman numerals refer to the houses where the ascendant is also the first house and the midheaven is also the 10th house. For example, if the sign Taurus is next to Mars, you know your Mars is in Taurus. If the sign Libra is next to Venus, you know your Venus is in Libra. If Cancer is next to the ascendant, you have a Cancer ascendant. And if Leo is next to the Roman numeral 2, Leo is in your second house. Okay, so ascendant is Virgo. Second house is Virgo. Third house is Libra. The fourth house is Scorpio. 5th is Capricorn. 6th is Aquarius. Might have 2 houses in Pisces. And it's probably why I can meditate so well. So, 9th house is in Aries. What does this MC stand for? Does anybody know what that MC stands for?
I think it's what the book is calling midheaven.
Okay. What exactly does midheaven mean, though? When it
I
comes
don't
to
know.
house?
He doesn't give us a glossary in this book.
I know, right? That might have been helpful, person who wrote this. Just saying. I'm kind of going back through here to see if I can't, like, figure it out. Do I only have one house?
Midheaven represents our higher aspirations, and it relates to our status and reputation, long-term goals, and sense of responsibility.
Okay. Mine's in Taurus. So did I miss something? Okay, so we got the signs.
And it's the same thing as the MC.
Say again?
It's the same thing as the MC. In
Oh,
astrology, it represents the highest point in the horizon that any planet can reach. This is the cusp of the 10th house of career and public image, which speaks to your professional past, social standing, and public persona.
Okay, so mine's in a Taurus. So how do we determine? I'm looking at this book trying to figure out how the fuck to determine that. Like, it says it gives you all these different astrological signs, but then I'm going back in the first chapter to figure out how I pick that apart.
Here's something else it says about it. The midheaven is the 10th house of one's birth chart. It represents our public life, standing, and career goals. More importantly, it describes our purpose in life and what we can give to society.
Okay. Alrighty. Right under that, there's aspects. So it says the following table shows the planetary aspects in your natal chart. Interpretations of these factors are found below. The numbers listed under the column values serve as a relative rating system for each aspect and are determined based on the planets involved, the aspect type, and the orb of influence. Negative values suggest more stressful or challenging influences, while positive numbers show more flowing and easy energy. This is a wide table that may require you to scroll right on similar, actually not here. You will also see your full natal chart wheel graphic depicted below. So it says, okay, so negative. How many negatives do you guys got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I've got 9.
8, 9. I have 10. But then there's the numbers on the bottom too. What does that mean exactly? Like there's 3 numbers on the bottom after the list. It's almost like it tallied it up or something. I don't fucking know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't either. So, and then after that, it's the part of fortune in the south node. Okay, so the following table shows the position of the part of fortune. And if you like, I'm going to make another thingy to find out what the fuck part of fortune means. In astrology, the part of fortune, sometimes called Fortuna, is the most popular Arabic part. Arabic parts are sensitive points in a chart and are calculated using specific formulas whereby 2 planets or points are added together and the 3rd planet or point is subtracted from that result. That makes no sense. Okay. So for day charts, ascendant plus moon minus sun. For night charts, ascendant plus plus sun minus moon. Okay, note that the chart is considered a day chart when the sun is above the horizon, occupying any house from 7 to 12. It's a night chart when the sun is below the horizon, occupying any of the first 6 houses. Generally, with modern astrology, the first formula applies to all charts. Many astrologers don't make the distinction between day and night. So, this part, what the part of a fortune means. The part of a fortune represents worldly successes and is associated with the physical body and health as well. It can be indicative of career or vocation. The condition and placement of ruling planet of the part of future fortune is that the natural ruler of the sign in which the part of fortune is placed are important to factor into the interpretation of this Arabic part. I feel like I don't know. So, it says Scorpio, and then my south node is in Sagittarius. So, I'm still making no sense of this. All right, so we got personal appearances. Chapter 2 is the Constitution. Here we are with the signs again that I don't have memorized. Did anybody get a chance to write any of these down as a reference point? Because I did not. I have been nursing my back.
Okay, what are we looking at now?
Chapter 2 in the
Constitution.
and 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's got 1, 2, 3 signs there.
The vital signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The Aries signs are less vital, while the weakest are Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, and Pisces.
Okay, so well, aren't the other signs, the first signs, aren't those more ruled by the sun?
Yes, I believe so.
So they have. What he's saying is they're more powerful, or they're more
powerful. They're more vital. Yes.
Okay.
More. Yeah. The Aries signs are less vital, while the weakest are the other 4.
Okay, and it says the sun. Well, I know what is. That sun or moon? I think no, it's sun.
That's
Sorry.
The sun.
Well, aspect shows a strong constitution with the freedom from hereditary taint or organic disease. When badly aspected, it shows organic troubles, which in favoring circumstances will readily develop. Hereditary disorders are also thus discovered. So is this like? So if I look at the birth chart, I think I might be getting somewhere. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on this. Okay, that's aspects, but we're on Does it tell you Constitution here? Or is it just
in your birth chart? No.
Weird. Okay. So does it cover aspects in this or just health? How do they get this translated into what I'm seeing here? I'm sure you guys have not seen me more confused in a book ever.
Because I did, since I couldn't print my birth chart off, I wrote down the main aspects, the tropical, the placidus, what houses I'm in, and then I referenced back to the book using what I wrote down in the book to kind of say, but it still was confusing. I need to find it.
Like, I can see my birth chart, and then I can just scroll the fuck down, and it reads it for me, obviously. Did you guys get a chance to read all that shit?
Most of it.
Okay. Well, I haven't read all of it. Um, is there a section here where it talks about health and I'm scrolling, sorry.
It's on page 26, chapter 3, health.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on the birth chart that we got
On
out
the
here.
birth chart.
Yeah. I'm just scrolling through all the stuff to see if there's a link I could like link to these. So it seems like it doesn't really tell you every little part of your birth chart. It kind of like summarizes it into sections.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys notice that? My spleen is hurting me. I'm just having a bad day today. My fucking pain is ridiculous. So bear with me, guys. Okay, so
One of the things this says about me is that I am strong-willed. That fit me, Heather.
Yeah.
Mine says that I like having a partner, and I've been alone for 20 years. So,
but you would like to have a partner.
I would.
She's like, yes. I don't know. Let me go through mine and see what it says. Oh. Says I generally want to take the form of changing the world in some way to make a better place. That sounds like me. They're generally motivated by affection for people and often have big dreams and plans to make people happy. Okay. There we go. She's masterful. She likes authority. She aspires towards an ideal. She likes to give advice. She's honest, frank, loyal, open, and sincere. I don't know. Does that describe me at all, guys? That's pretty accurate, I think. Introspective. You may avoid the spotlight. Yes, I very much do. I'm just reading through some of the results. It's kind of weird how this all like is highly accurate. After this mess of shit we're reading in here, like I don't know how the hell they came to this. Okay. All right. So in chapter 3, it talks about health. It says the moon is the chief factor denoting the functional powers. When badly aspected. It shows functional disorders in the same way that the sun denotes organic disorders. Okay, so the sun is those like hidden hereditary aspects, and then the moon is your functional disorders. But how come it doesn't like read it in here the way that it's like it's missing that? Why is it missing that? Maybe because people don't give a fuck. I wonder if that's possible. Huh, how interesting. It says there is a self-destructive side to you that should be managed by confronting your fears. You might worry about a friend betraying you, although others might find this person full of charm. Damn.
Mm.
The irony there. Okay, so my moon is in Scorpio.
What degree?
Oh, Jesus. I don't know what degree. I'll have to look in a second.
It's
But
right
it says
there
here.
beside it says moon is in Scorpio and it says degree, and it should be right there on your chart.
I should go scroll back up. Hold on. 8 degrees point, or it says 8 degrees and this is 0, 8.
11
Is
feet.
that
Okay.
okay?
Mine's 24 degrees, 11 feet.
This
My
one
moon is in
says.
Scorpio too.
This one says here. It says, while others may find security in material things, Moon and Scorpio people seek out emotional intensity. No matter what, there's something very intense about lunar Scorpios. They are diggers when it comes to the world of emotions. They can see beyond facades and cut right through the core of a person. That is a fucking fact. I am really good at that.
I'm pretty good at that too.
The ability to just see what isn't obvious to the rest of the world can be intimidating to others or wildly attractive, depending on the audience. Yes, I would go with it's very intimidating to others because there has been many occasions where I have had basically said exactly what a person was doing and they're like, what just happened? You know what I mean?
So-
They look at me, they're like, I can't believe you saw that. And I'm like, how did you not?
So, Mom,
Yes, sweetheart, what do you need?
you remember my YouTube channel, right?
Yeah?
So I created a character that does not look all like childish. Like I don't know what I'm doing with my Robux.
Oh my gosh, Kaya, you are the most funniest kid ever. You are a child.
I know.
So never mind.
So I made it look all cool without it being all rainbow and all bright. Because I don't really like bright colors. I just didn't know what I was thinking that time.
Okay, well, let's not spend all your Robux in one spot.
I know.
Have fun.
I still have 1,000 left.
Okay. So
Give
you
me
only
these Oreos.
spent 1,500. That's good. Oh my gosh. Anyways. All right. So their deep-seated need for transformation and rebirth can manifest itself in the lives of lunar Scorpios in different ways. I don't think that none of it is outside of my control. That's for sure. This is so strange to actually read some of this stuff. So it says, I'm courageous, brave, independent, not a fearful. I don't have a fearful nature. I'm very sensual and progressive. I'm a very sensual and progressive person. Potential issues. What are your guys' potential issues in the move right in your moon? Mine says I have excesses of pleasure. Not necessarily true, and I definitely have a problem letting go of things. That is a fact.
I'm still looking at my son.
Oh, I hadn't even finished the sun yet. Wait, what? I have Lilith mentioned
I do
in
too.
my
So do I.
sun. Is that the normal thing? Hardworking. Yes. It says, it says, after all, they are attracted to the good things in life and they know they have to work to get them. Don't eat all the cookies in one plate.
All these cookies are mine and I'm eating them. Oh man, I broke my deodorant in it.
Oh, that is true. Okay, it says the worst thing you can do to a Leo is accuse them of bad intentions. Yes. Facts. I will be very pissed off.
I have 1,211 Robux left.
Okay, 12th house. I'm still trying to understand the houses. Are you guys any closer to understanding the houses?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. Introspective. Well, that's true. It says you need some space and seclusion in order to pull up your strength. Yep, that's facts. If I don't answer you, it's okay. I'm fine. Okay. 56 trigon between Sun and Neptune. Says I'm unmistakably dreamy and inspired. What does Lilith have to do with this?
I don't know.
Why in the hell are we putting her in here? That doesn't make any sense.
Lilith is your dark moon.
Oh,
Untapped potential.
Got it.
It's the potential that you don't tend to know you have.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. But how do you, well, how does there, okay, so that would be like my destructive side then.
Not necessarily.
Okay, well, how do I determine what that means then? I don't.
Let me go back there. Come on.
It says that I tend to presume that everyone must be spiritually inclined. That's pretty true, actually. There's a side of you that you don't know. You'll find it eventually.
It's also where you normally won't compromise.
Oh, okay. So it's my,
Um,
put my foot down. Okay. I am sensitive to those who are suffering. Gee. You don't say. Although I'm not usually taken advantage of. Well, that has not been one of those things in my life that I have figured out yet.
And my Lilith says Black Moon Lilith represents our darker, deeper natures that may be repressed or buried. And then Lilith in Aries says there can be some fear of taking the lead, asserting oneself, and making executive decisions. These things need to be learned in this lifetime, and when integrated and accepted, it can be empowering.
Okay, mine says there's a self-destructive side to you that should be managed by confronting your fears. You might worry about a friend betraying you, though your others might find a person full of charm. Find this person full of charm. I think I do see that issue in my life where, like, I cannot understand why people think it's okay to use others. And I do find that people tend to abuse or use me in certain ways, and it is exactly that same thing where other people find the person who's abused or used me very charming and amazing, and they're really a piece of shit. You know.
Mhm, I know.
Yeah. All right. So moon. The moon in the third house.
Arlene says bye. Whoops.
Huh? It's a hell of a book. Character.
I don't know. Astrology is one of those things where like it makes sense when I'm looking at it where it's being explained, but if you give me just my chart, I'm not going to know what to do with it. Like
Same.
and as soon as I put this stuff down, I'm going to forget
Everything I heard. Facts.
I don't know. Like I don't know how many times I pulled this up and looked through it, and I can go back to it and be just as confused.
Exactly. I am feeling you here. And I do not understand how they get from here to there and then create this interpretation that makes so accurate sense it's not even funny. But
I read some of mine to my mother yesterday, and she said, "Oh my God, that is just you."
right? I mean, it's highly accurate, but you're like reading this, if I ever meet another person that says, "Hey, I'm an astrologer," I'm gonna be like, "Congratulations," because I don't have a goddamn clue how to do that. Because that is whoa. What does progeny mean?
Prodigy?
Yeah.
Progeny?
Progeny.
Progeny?
Yeah.
Kids. Children.
My children. So my spawn. Okay.
Your spawn. Yes, your spawn.
Okay. Okay. I wonder if they're like organizing it. It says here on chapter 10, I think that's 10, X is 10, yes. It says the 5th house and the 11th house. It says beginning, being the 5th from the 7th and the, what?
Page 37, ladies.
Beginning the 5th from the 7th, the 4th house and the 10th house are regarded in this manner. So the moon governs maternal capacity. That doesn't surprise me at all. And the 4th and the 5th houses are those which give succession. In a male horoscope, the 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th represent succession on the male side. The 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th is on the female side. So does that basically mean that your children are going to be male or female based on the house that you land in?
That's what it sounds like to me.
But how? I feel like I'm reading a different language.
I can usually figure things out after reading it, like the first couple times. If it doesn't make sense the first time, I can reread it and then it'll make sense. This doesn't make sense even the second, third time. I reread this one 3 times, this section, and it just doesn't make sense.
I almost want to like peek at I bet you we're going to understand the other shit way better. Like thematic arts, and I don't even know. But like palmistry and that shit, I bet you that'll make more sense. This kind of makes me hate astrology even more. I don't know if about you guys, but that's how I feel about it. How to go back to my birth chart and see if I can find some interesting shit in here that see how it's all. Okay, so when it says 67th sextile between the moon and Venus, what does that mean exactly? I'm back on my birth chart, by the way.
I have no idea what the sextiles mean.
I don't either. Does it even say anything here? It says traveling, friends and enemies, kinds of death. That sounds great. I'm not so sure I want to know all that. The positions of the malefic planets must be considered, especially regarded such as it may be in the 8th or 4th houses.
Did you say the second house?
Okay.
Of what?
What house were you just asking about?
The 67th sextile. But I don't know what that means.
7th sextile?
Yeah, it says 67th sextile between Moon and Venus. And then chapter 13 of the book kind of creeps me out. Kinds of death. Seriously? They can determine your death from a fucking astrology?
Well, whether it's going to be violent or not.
But how the hell does that determine whether, I thought that was completely random and shit. Well,
I don't
it's already.
know.
I don't want to know either. Is it predisposed or something? I don't. Astrology creeps me out just a lot. Okay, so what does this sextile mean? And I'm gonna look it up. No fucking clue what the hell I'm doing.
Okay. I'll do it in just a little bit. Thank you.
Astrology. In astrology, the sextile planetary aspect represents a special 60-degree angle between two planets in the natal chart. The energy created between these two planets with a sextile aspect is one that is very cooperative. This means that each of the planet's energies inspire and encourage each other instead of holding each other back. Okay. So my moon and my Venus are in whatever that said. I still don't know how they get a description for this.
You're making me dizzy. So.
It makes no sense. It says she is gracious, sweet, happy. She especially enjoys pleasure and entertainment, the arts. Well, that's true. She needs tenderness. That's also true. She appreciates home life in a comfortable, safe atmosphere more than most. Yes, absolutely. That would be me. This is kind of creepy how accurate this is.
Mm-hmm.
And so the 6th conjunction between the moon and Saturn says that I control my feelings. I have a strong sense of duty and self-esteem. I am very prudent. I can concentrate on long-term tasks, manual or intellectual, with success. I preserves and she preserves and is perseveres. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I need to learn to read and is serious in most things she does, but is humorous, strategic. Satirical. What is that? Satirical?
Yes.
Okay, I have no idea what the fuck that means. Satirical, steadfast, and upright. What the hell does that mean? Here I am with the thingy again. Sarcastic and critical. That's great. Must
Oh,
be
this is funny.
what?
Ascendant. Mine. I'm looking through the houses. House 1, Gemini with ascendant Leo.
Uh-huh.
It says they radiate a special energy and magnetism that gets others' attention. Sometimes because they are loud people who pay a lot of attention to their personal appearance, especially their hair.
That's pretty interesting. You like them haircuts.
That's yeah. I do take care of my hair.
I reason logically and accurately. I do. I really do. And it really pisses people off too. Because I have that ability to see through bullshit and fucking crap. I can look at a situation, peel back all the layers, and be like, hi, this is what's really happening. And they're like, fuck you. That is my general response for most things. Says may spend a lot of time on practical matters, keeping things in order. Yes, I am nitpicky. Not really nervous. What the fuck is orator?
Orator, speaker,
Yeah. Oh, is that what that
a
means?
speaker, someone who speaks. Yes.
I'm a born speaker.
Mhm.
Do you guys agree with this? I don't know if I agree with this.
I do. Yeah.
You do most of the speaking here.
Like no, but I do kind of feel like I'm nervously talking sometimes. Like I'm going, somebody else talk, but I'm just going to keep talking to fill the empty space. I do that. I always look on the bright side, and I'm very adaptable. This is very factual.
I like that you're a half full kind of gal.
I'm a what?
Half full. Your cup is half full.
Yeah.
As opposed to being half empty.
Right.
Well, yeah, I'm very optimistic versus pessimistic. I prefer to see things that could be versus just being negative. I don't like to be negative. It's not really my thing. Restless, adaptable, changeable, and easily distracted. Yes. Versatile and nimble. I am not nimble today, I swear. I am in stuck. That's what I am. You enjoy talking, but sometimes monopolize the conversation. Yes, I do that. And I always tell people if I do that they can tell me to shut up. I'm good. Because, like I said, I sometimes talk to fill that gap of quietness. It says, you treat most endeavors with curiosity and great interest. That's just true because I'm a learner. I like to learn. Like, how does this thing know me better than me? Venus is in Virgo. So Venus and Virgo people are not the flirtatious sort. That makes a lot of sense because I don't give a fuck. Like, like people are like, are you sure you're a Leo? I'm like, yeah, I'm a Leo, but that's not all me because I don't have all the standard features of a Leo. That makes sense. That's why I have zero interest in flirting. Instead, their appeal lies in their dedication, their willingness to work on the relationship, and to make the relationship work in real terms. That explains so much. Unlike Venus and Leo, they won't try to impress you with grand gifts or promises. No interest in flashy stuff. Their gifts are less showy, but perhaps far more generous. Gifts of devotion and attentions to details are about you. Yes, that's very much me. If you go out of your way to find something very interesting, or you pick up on my interests and you do something, even if it's stupid small, I'm way more appreciative of those things versus these grandiose things. Like, when you sent me those candle things. Because I didn't have any. That was super nice. That's interesting. Quietly, slowly. This also explains why narcissists don't get very far in my relationships. They're great listeners, and they make it a habit to observe and learn all of your ins and outs. Yes, that's very facts. They show they care by nagging or criticizing. Oh my God, that is such a negative trait of me. And I totally look at it that way too. That's horrible. Are you guys looking through your charts?
Mm-hmm.
I hate being the nagger too, but like seriously, I will totally do that. That's the saddest shit ever. Says, remember though, they're not trying to hurt you when they are pointing out the flaws in your thinking, plans, or character. Oh man. I don't intend to hurt people that way. I try to I guess I view it as improving. I don't know, because I do it to myself too. Like, I'll look at my own character, my own actions and everything, and I'll fucking view myself a certain way, and then I will like criticize even my own self to improve on myself. I don't know. That's weird. How weird. This is creepy. May give up the sense that my love is not for free. Oh, caring but worries that she's not exciting enough. Yes, I am the boring person. And I am incredibly careful with my money. Wow. How's your guys' going? Pretty accurate?
Yes. Scarily so.
Isn't it? Like, it's super creepy. Like, really creepy. Arlene, were you able to get a hold of the birth chart? How's yours going?
Yeah, I was able to get mine. I mean, I understand it when I'm reading it, but I don't know how much I retain.
We're all right there with you, because we're like, ah. Yeah.
I do feel like it's like a cheat sheet, though. Like, it knows more than I do, and it's not really fair. I didn't feel like being called out by the internet today.
Right? Agreed. Totally agreed. And it really gets in there, the nitty gritty shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, Magdalene. I still don't know how it, like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I need to really thoroughly read this. Okay.
Hold on.
that sounds like me. It says I overestimate my personal capabilities, wanting to do more and give more than is actually possible. That's probably why my back hurts. I do not have a tendency to live beyond my means, so that is not right. I am the opposite of that. I live well within my means. But that might have just been a life lesson I learned. Possibly. She likes everything beautiful, the arts, balance, and harmony. She's admirable and sociable. She likes entertainment and has a loving nature. Okay, yes. I do. That's why I make things. Says because my Mars is in Leo, I have a strong need to create in some way. This is also why I build things, create jewelry, make stuff. And they are determined that their lives have not only meaning but significant meaning. It says rarely you will find a person with Mars in this position who lives life without a true sense of calling. They act with authority and power, and their personal magnetism generally endows them with the ability to get what they want. I'm pretty good at that. Ow. I really wish it had like the health in here to figure out how to interpret the thing from the book, the health, in getting a reading here. Because it doesn't really cover that stuff in your birth chart here, which is weird. That's true. I don't easily tolerate a dominating attitude in others. Nope, sure don't. It says you have a healthy respect for power and authority, but only if it's handled fairly. That's true. Usually I keep my mouth shut, though, when it comes to that kind of stuff. I don't usually. Although more recently, I have been a little less forgiving with my words. I wonder if it because I know it says in here you've got traveling, you've got friends and enemies, and then you have all kinds of death. That's just weird. Where's the section where you have like life lessons that you're supposed to learn? Because I know that there are like, I know that some people talk about breaking generational curses and stuff and getting that from the astrology chart. Have you guys like, do you guys know anything about that or where you can find that in your chart?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. I swear, if somebody comes up to me and goes, "Hey, I can tell you this," and be like, "You need to show me where that is, and how do I get there?" All right, we're at 8:08, and we're no further understanding this book than we were when we started the fucking thing. So,
Yes, but after we finish this next section, it goes into palmistry.
yeah, and I think I'm looking forward to that a little bit better than this mess.
Yes.
So we'll probably get some tidbits out of this, but I think after we're done, I'm gonna write something on Amazon that says if you don't fucking know, you just don't bother.
And what's funny is the back says it's for beginners, but
It's not a beginner book.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, even kind of flipping ahead, like I'm not even sure how much we're gonna get for a baseline on anything else. I mean, I don't know what the heck all this nonsense is, but this doesn't look easy either.
Numerology is never easy.
No, thank you. And
Numerology was never easy. Oh, look, my book's already falling apart. Fuck.
cartomancy might be fine.
I know that the Turo should be okay. I don't know what geomancy is other than geometry of some sort.
It's cards, I think. Isn't that cards? Geomancy?
Cartomancy is cards.
Geomancy is cards,
Oh, okay.
like playing cards.
That's cartomancy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one said geomancy. Geomancy is probably going to be something with it looks like it's a Chinese origin. It's talismans.
Divination from configuration seen in a handful of earth thrown on the ground.
Oh, kind of like reading bones.
Which makes sense because this has rocks and it's a diagram with how they land. So
Okay.
That's interesting.
I mean, we're going to get through this probably faster than we think. You guys just might want to get the next book. So are we going to do section 4 for next
Might
week?
as well.
Right? We're just going to go by sections so we can get through this shit.
How many sections?
22 pages.
Four, 5, 6.
Starting on what page?
43 to 65.
And then palmistry is the next one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So basically, section 4 to palmistry, peoples.
Apparently, I don't know how to do read numeral Roman. I can't.
Astrology.
I love Roman numerals.
Numerology.
I love reading Roman numerals. I want all of my clocks are Roman numerals. I'm a weirdo. My grandfather made it sure that I knew how to read those. Ow! Oh my God, I'm hurting. So it looks like Arlene laughed.
Yeah, her little girl is having surgery tomorrow, so she's got to go.
Yeah, need some sleep. That's okay. So Shannon, if you could post up that section thing.
I will.
Yeah, palmistry shouldn't. I mean, these are all very technical studies.
It's just weird because they give 4 sections on astrology and then a full section on palmistry, and then like all the occult arts are one chapter.
Well, I'm hoping with palmistry that I'll at least be able to understand what each one's little lines mean and where the positions are on the hands.
Maybe.
But with all of them, it takes so much practice to learn them.